Hello YouTubers, Traws here, doing to play some more Dwarf Fortress here. We left off last time. We were just about to trade with the humans. Had a few other things to take care of, including this, finishing off this quarters here for the mayor. Still think I need a rack and to finish engraving everything. We're also working on this main meeting hall, decorating and engraving all the walls and floors before putting in tables and chairs. So let's go back to the main entrance, see if can't quite trade yet. So let's just let this run for a bit. Got their squads there, keeping guard of the entrance. And let's see, are the... Hey, we're ready for trade now. Alright. See, I'm gonna grab some of these bars, so we don't have a very large variety of metals at the moment. Don't think I need any gems. I'm not sure, but I'll take the blocks just because they're cheap. Glass could be useful. I think this will be for pots. Wood, always useful. I'll take the rope. Water skins are useful. I'm not sure if I want to spend the money on flasks though. Don't need toys, I'll be giving them lots of toys. Goose cage, sure. Zinc cage, nickel. You know what? Let's take that. I don't have a reindeer, but let's take that. It's relatively cheap. Let's... don't need blood. Berry wine, though, is good. Tuber beer. Longland beer. Take some buckets. Just because they're pretty cheap. Weapons are pretty expensive, and so at this point I think I'm better off building the weapons myself. Anything that's large is closed and won't fit. Take some seeds. Haven't figured out why I can't farm on the surface yet. That's something I should get to. Those chests are cheap. The sandbag, in case somebody gets any ideas about making glass. I'll take a cloth bin. It's all wool. This is rope reed fiber. Let's take a leather. Arrow. Out of bolts. These are relatively cheap. Don't need any food here. Don't need any anvils. Need food. Not sure what all this is. Things with shells, like oysters, I think may leave crafting materials behind. Definitely turtle shells, I know can be crafted. Let's take some berries and tubers, and those should give us seeds. Valley herbs are expensive, but you know, I'll take one just for the seeds. Take some thread and yarn. These are all backpacks. They're useful for the military, I believe. These are some quivers down here. Okay, these are big trap components. Yeah, don't. Two things of cheese. Splint. Some crutches. Meat cleaver, huh? Alright. 3,000-ish. Not sure why all my bins seem to have lots of Stuff not made here. Cage is only worth 40. Alright, we're still need at least 1,000. Probably a bit more, actually. So let's go through and trade off anything. So this whole, you know what, let's keep the iron chain for now. This whole bin is being traded. Let's see if they'll go for that. Alright, 600 from 3,000. Should give, that's like a 20% profit. And he seems pleased with that. That's great. No longer require the trader. Alright. Oh, we had a child. Well, a baby grow to a child. Alrighty. Next order of business. Alright, we should have some weapon racks now. Thank you. Build. Weapon rack. Let's wait to see if we get a blue one just to keep with the theme, but that granite one there is a nice high quality one. How is our engraving going? Looks like we only have one guy engraving it. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can make some bolts. Iron bolts. I'm hoping these are like packs of 25 bolts each. Which seems to be the standard size for... Why is some of that food not in barrels? We have plenty of barrels. Plenty of stuff. Yeah, we got crafts going, all sorts of stuff being made for trade. What do we have in here? Alright, let's leave the troglodytes in their cages, but tame animals I want to let out. Alright, so all the weapon racks have been built now, so what we have, we have. Microline, that's blue. And it's, I believe that's really good quality. So all his furniture will match. Yeah, merchants will be leaving. I traded with them. That's fine. Our mayor's hunting. Flying fungi-wood bolt strikes the gander in the upper right leg, fracturing the bone. The tendon has been torn. The flying bolt strikes the gander in the left upper leg, shattering the bone. Tendon has been torn. Another bolt strikes the gander in the upper body, tearing the muscle and tearing the gizzard. Bolt is lodged firmly in the wound. Flying bolt strikes the gander in the lower body, tearing the muscle and tearing the guts. The gander looks sick. Another bolt strikes a goose in the upper right leg, fracturing the bone. A sensory nerve has been severed and the tendon has been torn. Flying fungi-wood bolt strikes the goose in the left upper leg, fracturing the bone and shattering the left hip's bone. Tendon has been torn. Ligament in the left hip has been torn, and the tendon has been torn. Another flying fungi-wood bolt strikes the barn owl in the right lower leg, and severed part sails off in an arc. You can see the fancy hat on the mayor, the purple regal robes. Looks like the barn owl he was hunting. Don't see the goose or gander, but alright. Mayor. He has an office. He requires a decent office. But that should be fixed in a few moments as the engravers smooth the stone. Ooh, I think the mayor discovered a goblin thief. They're over here. flying fungi-wood bolt strikes the goblin thief in the upper body, tearing the muscle and fracturing the right floating ribs through the troll fur cloak. The flying fungi-wood bolt strikes the goblin thief in the upper left leg, chipping the bone through the troll fur cloak. Tendon has been torn. Nice. Looks like we have killed the thief. So after Mayor had shot 2 bolts, the goblin thief fell over and gave into pain. Another bolt struck him in the upper body, and he lost hold of his bag and iron dagger at that point. Some more bolts hit him in the upper right leg and left upper leg. At that point, the thief regained consciousness, but more bolts struck him in the upper body, jamming the left true rib through his left lung and tearing the left lung, at which point he was having trouble breathing. Another bolt struck the thief in the lower right arm, and he was also hit in the throat. Major artery has been torn open by the attack, and then the final bolt hit him in the head, jamming the skull through the brain and tearing the brain. Actually, so the hunter hit him in the upper right leg and the throat, but it looked like the mayor got the kill shot in the head. Let's see if I can claim the bag and the iron dagger. Some of the other items here.
We come here in hopes of a better life.
Ugh. Let's see if Alright, so the guys with the X's are the migrants. Got a butcher. He's a competent axe dwarf. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make a new squad here. Let's see, metal armor. This guy will be going in the new squad as well. Preferences. Crypts of Subtlety. Also looks like a good candidate for the new squad. Another good candidate, Spear Dwarf, with some armor and shield experience. Oh, just missed this one guy here. What do we got? General. He doesn't really have any military skills. This guy is a competent Mark's Dwarf, but not good for a melee squad, so I'll leave him be. This guy looks good. We got a gosling there. Looks like everything. Let's collect some of these bolts because I know we're running out. A few more down here. Gotta get these yet.
The dwarves have organized a party. Everyone's invited.
Yay, just what we need. I thought they had left already. Looks like they're still maybe packing up their cart.
Sir, here's the list. Looks like we're out of these things here, you see?
Oh, yes. We need to build some of these.
So what does he mandate now? More hoods. Let's just say 5. Gonna need another barracks. So let's build that down here for the new squad. Need some beds. Cabinets. Coffers. Weapon racks. And some armor stands. Alrighty, that looks good. Why does he have no job? Say 3 more iron picks. Probably will need charcoal to go along with that. How's our food situation? We're getting low on drinks. But otherwise, we seem to be doing well. So, cube. Brew a bunch of drinks. Looks like we have plenty of barrels. Claystone, alright. Looks a little strange, look kind of like dirt, but being claystone, yeah, it should kind of look like dirt. Yeah, all these become a brewer and sword dwarf and stuff is all because of my military schedule. I put the every other month the squads on and off duty, so that apparently changes their designation. Let's build a door. Yeah, right, door. It's closed. Looks nice. I don't really care about the beds at the moment. I think that was 10. Let's ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Some cabinets. Place some cabinets at least.
Another baby? Well, at least it's not an explosion of cats. It won't work.
Alright, one of the beds they suspended construction on. Guessing it's this one because the person had a child. Meanwhile, while we're here, it will be a barracks for the Crypts of Subtlety, where they will sleep and train, and individual equipment and squad equipment will be kept. set these animals free.
Wow, did you see what I did with this? I'm gonna hang on to this.
Steel crossbow is nothing to sneeze at, so that's fine with me. Apparently we have some naked mole dogs in the caverns here. Some sparring over here.
You need to build me something.
More building of somethings. Floodgates. Ammunition. What happened to all the iron bolts? Actually, while we're smelt some more. So I'm not sure of the quantity, but don't want to run out. What the heck is that? Small, round humanoid found wandering the caves deep underground. Most of his body is taken up by a huge tusked mouth. His left upper arm is bruised. He's very muscular. His right ear is gone. His skin is goldenrod. His eyes are red. And there's more of these things. Or is there only one? That is a U. Looks like there's only one. Let's not A. Well, C, I don't think has had much combat experience yet. We want to attack. It's not good. Here we go. It's down. Alright, the Gorlak bites the leatherworker in the right lower arm, bruising the muscle. It lashes on firmly, shakes the leatherworker around, tearing apart the lower right arm's muscle and bruising the bone. Artery was severed. Nerves were torn, tendons were torn, ligaments were torn. More shaking, more tearing. Gorlak then misses, attacks. Then the leatherworker jumps away. Then bit the leatherworker's right hand, tearing the fat through the mitten. Lashed on firmly. Leatherworker charges at the Gorlak, punched him in the upper left arm with their left hand, bruising the fat. They collide and fall over. The Gorlak stands up and bites the leatherworker in the head. Lashes on firmly and shakes, tearing the head's fat and bruising the muscle. More shaking. Artery opened. Leatherworker breaks the grip of the Gorlak's right tusk on the leatherworker's head. Gorlak charges at the leatherworker and punches the leatherworker's toe on his right foot with his left hand. Another bite on the upper left arm, and lots of shaking and lots of tearing and opening of arteries. And the leatherworker is now bitten on the head and shook around again. And bites Hunter face and mouth and cheek. Hunter scratches at the Gorlak in the right ear. Apparently pulls off his ear. And that makes the... Oh, Hunter. Talking about leatherworker up here, but I'm assuming... Yes, the leatherworker probably is left for dead at this point, and the Hunter comes on the scene. And we got a Dwarf attack the Gorlak, but it jumps away. Stabs the Gorlak in the right lower arm with her iron short sword. Artery has been opened. Sword is lodged firmly in the wound. Stabs the Gorlak in the left hand, and then the right foot, and the Gorlak falls over. Stabs the Gorlak in the head with their short sword, tearing the muscle and tearing apart the left kidney. I guess because they're kind of big mouths, left kidney sort of in the headish area. The short sword lodged firmly in the wound. Dwarf twists the embedded iron short sword around in the Gorlak's head and stabs him in the lower left arm, and slashes the Gorlak in the right lower leg, and another slash in the right lower arm, and then stabs the Gorlak in the left upper arm with her iron short sword. The artery was opened, and the motor nerve has been severed, and the sword was lodged firmly in the wound, at which point the Gorlak died of its wounds. Who are you? What are you doing out? Oh, you're coming to pick up the corpse. No, I also have you paused. There we go. Let's see, no seeds available for this location. Why not? What if I, need mud. Is there mud down by the river? Okay, this is rock. This is that on the rock. Interrupted by great horned. You're a militia commander. A little owl shouldn't scare you. I mean, didn't I just tell you to make more bolts? You know what? Make some wooden bolts as well. Of getting rid of these pests in the caverns. No, I know that's spawning. Why is this stone stockpile not taking? That's right, we do have a bunch of clay and stuff. Yeah, I think the naked mole dogs got to the puppy there. Brewer found dead. while we're here, I'm gonna build some traps. Let's have some cage traps first. You know what? Hopefully that will keep unwanted pests from the caverns at least at bay a little bit before they come all the way up through this gauntlet of traps. Troglodyte. Let's get a squad down here to deal with this. Looks like they have it handled. More. Let's move them, which will station them temporarily here. Nope, that's what I currently enter. Just enter. All right.
Casus foiled.
Oh, looks like a snatcher was caught in our cage trap. Okay, we got a turkey gobbler. Just thinking we're gonna get some more traders soon. I don't even think I made any of the stuff that they had requested last time, so it doesn't really matter that much. Let's see how we doing on the oh wow, that looks very interesting. What is this? This is a Y. Well-designed image of Rith, Gildrub, the Dwarf, and Yaks. That's what the Y. It's admiring the Yaks. Image of a cage. Masterfully designed image of cave wheat, the symbol of the gloves of stabbing, local dwarven government. Let's see here. Finally designed image of no evil tunnel, the goblin, and Struk dust lantern, the dwarf. The goblin is making a plaintive gesture. The dwarf is laughing. The artwork relates to the mortal wounding of the goblin by the dwarf with the iron sword in last page in the late autumn of 127 during the third attempted abduction at last paged. What is this? Image of a square. It looks like a house here. The Masonic incenses, the iron toy axe. Looks like a diamond. Cut gem. A flask. Smooth pebbles. Masterfully designed image of a dimple cup. Symbol of the shitty gloves, of dwarven civilization. Two mountains. Worm. Okay. Goat. Catapult parts. Finally designed image of Valbrook Brook Stockade, the dwarf, and the Masonic incenses, the iron toy axe. Yvonne is raising the Masonic incenses. The artwork relates to the creation of it by the dwarf, the book, in this mid-spring of 127. So many. What is that one? Windows. Exceptionally designed images of dwarves traveling relates to the foundation of last pages. Is this a well? Oval, okay. Of a wave. Dragonfly. Radiant cut gems. Very interesting things. What is blue jade bed? Whip vines. Speaking of whip vines, do I have to spill water on that? Because that's going to be a pain. Let's try something here. Any little indents or something? Well, actually there is. But I don't want to use up the entrance of the fortress. That's a little hill. We got a tiny little pond here. I'm going to try something. I tell the dwarves to channel out that area. Microline, where's... Oh, look at that. And... oh. I know what I was going to put in that room. That should be good enough for now. Um... See if that helps get rid of some of the stone that's in the tree depot here. Yeah, it looks like. Alright, so I'm gonna dig out this area here. And then I'm gonna okay, that's enough, kitty. I'm gonna remove most of the ramps, and then I'm gonna dig through the wall and let the water flood in here, and hopefully that will get a muddy floor. What is clay loam? Alright, now if I channel these two spots, as soon as I do, yeah, the water floods in, and then it should dry up. And we got a spattering of, I wonder if they got injured doing that. They shouldn't have. Dusting of mud. I'm wondering if that's enough.
Master will be pleased with this one.
What do you mean no mud soil? It says there's a spattering of... Ooh. When did the kidnapper get in?
When I'm holding this, I feel unstoppable.
Okay, we can grow things here. Spring we'll do strawberries. In the summer, let's do hide root, do fisher berries. Actually, let's just go down. A, B, C, D, and let's see if I can build a plot right next to it. Plot. A little bit smaller, but A, B, C, D. Great. Uh-oh. A vile force of darkness has arrived. That doesn't sound very good at all. Why don't I see a vile force of darkness? Alerts. Oh, I still have these guys down here. Cancel station.
I can't do it.
Alright, I've limited my civilians to the
It won't work.
fortress. Alright. It looks like we have a caravan. As it happens, I'll remove restrictions because I think they prevented access to the trade depot. Let's move some goods. Crafts. Toys. And you know what? I don't think these bone bolts are ever gonna get made. Remove those. And then when I come over here, just cancel them. That'll get more crafts made. Are we almost out of wood again? Looks like we are almost out of wood again. Let's go down in the caves here. Looks like a decent amount of wood. So let's designate to chop trees. Let's see if there's any other. Should be good for now.
No.
Feast on dwarf flesh.
Okay. there's the goblin squad, whatever you want to call them. Troop. Now, I don't want them to scare the merchants away. So let's, now, normally each squad has a commander, and it looks, in this case, I'm going to guess the bowman is the commander. And which one is he? He's right. Looks like he's firing. I'm gonna select everybody and tell them to attack the bowman, because usually if you kill the commander, it will scare the rest away. Now luckily it's only one bowman and all the rest are melee guys. That should help reduce casualties. So I'm gonna unpause this. Now, the merchants will start heading away. They do have, well, let's verify that. Others. Merchant, Spear Dwarf, Marks Dwarf, Hammer Dwarf, Hammer Dwarf. They have a few, 2 Hammer Dwarfs, a Spear Dwarf, and a Mark Dwarf. So, a little bit of defense, and usually they actually are pretty skilled, but we don't want them getting chased off the map. So let's
It won't work.
Sir, the baby's been born.
Oh, that's just great. Another mouth to feed.
just as I pause it, the view changed. Ooh, wow, lots of. So it looks like they attacking the yaks, or the yaks were attacking. Let's. Goblin Bowman. Ooh, so the first bolt of the bowman hit the merchant in the left eye, tearing apart the eyelid's skin through a cloak. Hit the merchant in the upper body, tearing the middle spine's nervous tissue through the cloak. And then he shot the Marks Dwarf in the upper right arm, chipping the bone. Struck Marks Dwarf in the upper body. Tendon was torn. Marks Dwarf in the lower right arm. Left lower leg. Ligament was torn. In the leg and in the knee. Marks Dwarf in the right foot. Motor nerve was severed. Copper arrow strikes Marks Dwarf in the right hand, chipping the bone. Ligament is torn. Lower right arm, chipping the bone through the cloak. Marks Dwarf attacks the Goblin Bowman, but he jumps away. Spear Dwarf then comes up, stabs the bowman in the left lower leg with her bismuth bronze spear, fracturing the bone through the troll fur trousers. Ligament was torn and a tendon was torn, causes the bowman to fall over. Spear Dwarf stabs the bowman in the left lower arm with her spear, fracturing the bone. Artery was opened, ligament was torn. Spear Dwarf slashes the Goblin Bowman in the left lower leg with his iron schmitter, shattering the bone through the Troll leather trousers. Many nerves were severed. A ligament has been torn. A tendon was torn. Spear Dwarf kicks the goblin bowman in the head with her right foot, bruising the muscle and jamming the skull through the brain and tearing the brain. Goblin bowman was knocked unconscious. Let's get back up to the action. Oh, there's the crosshairs. So we got corpse here, another corpse, another corpse, another corpse. At this point, I don't see any more goblins.
Sir, I hate saying no to you, but no.
So it looks like the one Dwarf suffocated. As Bob, let's Merchant Sword Dwarf. He was struck by an arrow. Hammer Dwarf then was bashing on him in the right hand with an iron warhammer, and then the upper body. Another copper arrow hit him in the upper body. Lower right leg. Another bash with the warhammer. The upper body. Lower right arm. Twice. No, an arrow and then a bash. Left hand. Upper arm. Then a copper arrow struck him in the left lower leg. Another bash from the hammer in the left lower leg. Lower body. A foot. And lower left arm. Arrow in the right foot. A motor nerve was severed. Apparently the hits the upper body did some lung damage.
No.
Leave none alive.
Oh, what is this? Another. Saw the caravan turn around. Yeah, this is what happens later in the game. You don't get just one set of invader, you get multiple. Alright, that's the leader there. Snatcher at the same time. I lost a Mark's Dwarf. The mayor. Another set. Oh, we seem to be doing decently well. Pikeman, spearman, swordsman. Alright, let's leave them for a few seconds until they...
Blood.
Keeping the civilians inside. Let's go after this guy. CD. Attack. Okay. Now, we lost another swords dwarf and a hunting dog. The siege was broken. That's good news. However, our merchant. Apparently one of the merchants leaving by the caverns. Well, that sucks. It's like we lost our opportunity to trade. And we got like a week left in this season. Do have enough food and drink though. But I could have really used a few things. Let's the liaison. Okay, the liaison is still here. So that's good, I think.
Oh, did you see what I did with this thing?
military. Alright, you can get rid of the alerts now. Stocks. See, weapons. Let's clean everything. I'm not even. Have to hit tab. Sure what that was before. It's giant earthworm leather armor. I don't know what the STS of means, but oh well. Use their weapons and armor against them in the future. So definitely looks like they left us enough. Taking time to collect all of this, or at least mark it for collection. Quivers. Alright, that should be good for now. Troglodytes. Actually, how do you get past the traps? Cancel orders and we'll give D some more practice. doing? These... These are all full now. Oh, do we have a nobody there? That one's empty. But what I'm seeing... Another empty one. So we're basically out of bedrooms. There's a few... But with the immigrants that we got.
The new season is winter.
Well, winter's upon us. Got 60 bedrooms, but I think about 90 dwarfs. But probably have 30 in the military. But we still probably are gonna need some more bedrooms. Better be safe than sorry. Meanwhile, Mayor is all happy now. Definitely has nice looking quarters here. Yes, and we have this whole area decorated. So next time we will build a bunch of tables and chairs and furnish and finally set up our great hall. Why don't we have this door right in the middle here? Guess somebody dropped it and never put it back. Yeah. So next time, build some more bedrooms. Finish the Great Hall. Prepare a better defense. It's lost a few dwarfs out there. Looks like they actually started planting here, so that's good. And hopefully talk with the liaison. Where is the liaison? He's under others. Zoom. There, outpost liaison. So, assumingly he is going to go talk with our mayor or diplomat. Who do we have? I think he talks with the mayor, not the bookkeeper or anyone else like that. And see, we got a bunch of injured dwarves. Need powder for casts. Need more soap. I thought I made soap last time. So that will definitely be in our list of things to do for next time. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.